So it's 29th of November 2016, and I thought I would do a little video update on our British Muslim Values research project to give a sense of where we're up to and how things have progressed since I last made one of these in the middle of October, I think it was. So things have moved on again. We now have 3 of our 8 filmmakers in place. We've given them the equipment, meeting them either at their home or at the university campus or in a mosque, and filling out all the relevant paperwork to go alongside that. And we've asked those filmmakers to work toward a delivery date of a final edited version of their films by the end of January. I guess we've had to adjust our original research design in a couple of ways that are a product of how the project has evolved. Firstly, we made a decision to work with slightly better cameras than we'd initially expected to use, and so we've purchased 4 instead of 8 of these video cameras, and we'll therefore make the films in 2 stages rather than having 8 filmmakers working all together. This change was made following advice from our partners at BBC Voices, as well as some colleagues at UEA who have perhaps more experience of these matters than we do. Second adjustment we've made is again a relatively minor one, but concerns the distribution of our filmmakers, and in a sense this is a product of being hostage to fortune and to the proposals or interest in the project that come our way. What happened was we received 3 really interesting applications from around the Norwich area, 2 in the city centre and 1 in a village just outside, and so we've decided to work with all 3 of those filmmakers out of the 8 in total, and we'll have to think about how we adjust the other 5 films that we're going to make accordingly. I don't think that's a particularly big problem for our research. We've never made a claim to representativeness because of simply the small sample of films that we'll be making. But it's worth bearing in mind, I guess, that this is something that we've had to work with. Beyond getting our filmmakers started, the other things that we've really been working on are, firstly, lots of bureaucracy. I'd forgotten just how much of this we'd be needing to engage in at the beginning of our project, so writing up forms about consent, about equipment hire, those kind of things, so much emailing and scheduling of meetings and so forth. And it's really exciting now to begin the actually kind of academically, intellectually interesting part of the project to see what our filmmakers produce and to begin thinking about discussing and sharing their ideas really about British values. We've also filmed ourselves, made a little video about so this is myself, Lee Marsden, Ilham Atikev, made a little video exploring our own thoughts about what British values means, what we expect to find on the project, and how we expect it to develop. So we spent a morning at the TV studio on the UEA campus to see whether anything interesting came out of that discussion. I think, without having properly watched it back yet, I think one of the things that occurred to me was that we were all fairly sceptical about the value of this term for capturing anything concrete, and wary that it might potentially flatten out all sorts of differences that exist in terms of how different populations understand and experience this term. So it's towards the end of November. We're in a much better place than we were a little while ago. We've got the films are underway, we've got things set in terms of the project, and hopefully the next time I make one of these we'll be able to report on further progress again. So thanks for your time. Bye bye.